Hi, and welcome to New Mexico Rising. My name is Dan. You know, each and every week we're bringing you the latest from people from all over the country to give you ideas and cool things to do right here in New Mexico. And did you know it's camping month? We'll be talking to an expert on how to up your camping skills. And at the end of the show, I got Common. Yes, rapper Common talking about his new TV series, all right here on New Mexico Rising. You know, it's that time of year when June rolls in, and guess what? It's National Camping Month. People around the world are craving an epic adventure and searching for ways to take their outdoor experiences, you know, to the next level. And who better to guide you through it all than the incredible travel aficionado, Meggan Kaiser. Now, let me tell you, Meggan Kaiser is the real deal. She's not only the author of the mind-blowing book, Everywhere for Nothing, Free Travel for the Modern Nomad, but she's also a familiar face from some of your all-time favorite Lifetime movies. So, without further ado, let's give a warm, enthusiastic welcome to none other than Meggan Kaiser.
Hey Dan, it's great to be here. Thank you.
All right, so what's the first thing to do when planning a camping adventure?
You said the key word, it's planning. Sometimes just a little extra legwork can go a long way. I was recently camping in a park and decided to call to just see about the campgrounds. There were two I was trying to decide between. The ranger gave me the inside scoop to definitely go for this one that I wouldn't have chosen on my own. They said it was quieter, is 30 minutes closer to the entrance and a lot of the hikes. I am so glad I made that call. It got me so much more sleep than I would have gotten otherwise.
So where do you recommend we go camping this year?
If you have not checked out Texas, I love Texas right now. I mean, it has some of the most beautiful and diverse landscapes in the country with plentiful options for first-time and experienced campers. They have nearly 100 state and national parks offering every imaginable landscape: beaches, lakes, rivers, mountains, prairies. Plus, now's a great time to start planning a Texas camping trip for the fall because you'll get those cooler temperatures and longer nights for stargazing. The stars really are big and bright in Texas, and it has something for everyone.
So how can we make sure we stay safe on our camping trip this year?
Well, travel, especially camping, often means driving somewhere, which means tires. I'm a huge fan of the BF Goodrich Trail Terrain TA tire. They are engineered with exploration and safety in mind, so you can handle tough terrain on or off-road, plus a comfortable and secure ride. I think our greatest adventures are often kind of outside the road's painted lines, so with these, you can live on your terms, take the route you want, get out there with peace of mind. Check out this BF Goodrich Trail Terrain TA tire.
Are there any necessities to pack for every type of camping trip?
These new GoSun solar coolers are it. So they're solar powered, which means they never need ice. So no digging through freezing ice to find what you need. It's like going to the fridge at home. The Chill, which I have here, it's perfect for camping, tailgating, the beach, or really any summer activity. Plus it's on sale now. So get one, you'll have it in time for the 4th, and you'll have no more soggy sandwiches or rummaging through melty ice.
So what if we don't really want to rough it? And if you're like me, I'm not the best in the world in camping, and I prefer a little more comfort. What do you suggest?
Easy breezy these days. I talk a lot about this in my book, Everywhere for Nothing, Free Travel for the Modern Nomad, but there are just so many ways to get out there. Glamping, you can stay on houseboats, you can stay in tiny homes or one-room cabins, and I'm also a big fan of house sitting. There's lots of great websites that hook you up with amazing international or national experiences. You don't have to pay anything, plus you just get to kind of live life somewhere for a while.
All right, where can we go for more information?
For everything I talked about today, check out tipsontv.com, and my handle is Boss Meggan. That's Meggan with 2 G's.
All right, Boss Meggan, thanks for hanging out with me this morning.
Thanks, Dan. Good talking to you.
The Federal Communications Commission, you know, the FCC, the guys that keep watching this show to make sure I'm not doing anything wrong, have a affordable connectivity program called the ACP. It's a government program that helps eligible households get the high-speed internet that they need for work, school, healthcare, and more. The ADP provides eligible households a savings of about $30 a month towards internet service. And participating providers apply the monthly savings directly to their internet bills for households signed up for the ACP. For households on the qualifying tribal lands, the savings is about $75 per month. Eligible households can also receive a one-time savings of up to $100 towards the purchase of a laptop, desktop computer, or tablet from participating providers. And here to talk about it is Paloma Perez. So what is the Affordable Connectivity Program, the ACP?
The Affordable Connectivity Program is the nation's largest broadband affordability effort ever. Supported by the Bipartisan Infrastructure Law, the ACP provides families who qualify a monthly internet discount of $30 a month to ensure that they're able to get online, stay online, and have access to the services they need to keep up with modern day life.
So why is the ACP important, and who is eligible for the ACP?
You may qualify for this program a couple of different ways. First, through your income. If you're a family of four and you're earning less than $60,000 a year, you qualify. If individually you're making less than $29,000 a year, you qualify. Another pathway you can qualify is if you're participating in a federal assistance program, specifically if you, a child, a dependent in your household is receiving SNAP, WIC, Medicaid, SSI, Lifeline, federal housing assistance, it means that you qualify for this program. And the great thing about this program is that only one person in your household needs to qualify for the entire family to get the discount.
So how do you sign up for the ACP?
In order to apply for this program, you need to visit getinternet.gov. There you'll find an application, provide some documentation, verification information, and you'll receive an approval from the FCC if you're eligible. You take the eligibility proof to a participating provider, and they will apply that discount to your monthly internet bill. If you don't have access to the internet right now, or there isn't a public library near you that may be able to assist you with an application, you could also call us at the ACP Support Center at 877-384-2575. Once again, you can call us at 877-384-2575. We're available 7 days a week from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And there you can connect with someone at the FCC who can assist you with your application, provide additional information, its status, and other helpful tips to ensure that you're able to qualify with little trouble.
So how do you find participating internet providers?
In order to find participating providers in your area, please visit getinternet.gov. There we have a tool called Companies Near Me where you can add in your address, a postal code, and we will pull a list of participating providers for you to choose to apply that discount. In today's modern age, having a connection to the internet is no longer a nice to have, it's a need to have for everyone, everywhere. And at the Federal Communications Commission, we're doing our part by making sure that eligible households are aware of the Affordable Connectivity Program and that they know that they can sign up for this program right now and start saving.
Thank you, Paloma. And coming up next, are you a freelancer? Well, you're in luck. You might be making more money than some of your peers that are actually having a real job. We'll talk about it. Plus, are your eyes okay? How can we heal your eyes if you got cataracts? We'll talk about that all right here on New Mexico Rising. With freelancers revolutionizing the workplace, capturing over 30% of the U.S. labor market, and generating a staggering $286 billion in revenue in 2022, the influence of this independent workforce cannot be ignored. In the 6th annual Freelance Economic Impact Report conducted in collaboration with Rockbridge Associates and the Freelancers Union, it was revealed that freelancers in the United States experience financial security and embrace the freedom of independent work, despite economic uncertainty. So today we have Laura Podesta from one of the leading websites that puts freelancers with people like you. Welcome to the show, Laura. How are you?
Hey, I'm great. It's so nice to be here, Dan.
All right. So what does this year's Freelance Economic Impact Report reveal?
So as you mentioned, this is the 6th annual. So every year we do this deep dive into the US freelance economy. We're looking at the scope of freelancers, how much they're making, where they're moving. And last year they made $286 billion, as you mentioned. That's a 10% increase from the year prior. The report showed that there are 6.7 million skilled independent workers in the US right now. And we broke them up into 3 different categories. So professional services, followed by technical services and creative services. And those in the professional services, I'm talking like accountants, lawyers, business marketers, consultants, they're making the most, and they're also the ones who are seeing the most satisfaction.
So how do men and women differ when it comes to independent work?
The reports showed there are 6.7 million freelancers. 3.7 million of them are women. So it is a larger section, and the women see even more advantages than men do when it comes to freelancing. The women reported saying that they want to work from home, that they also want more flexibility in their schedule, more than the men, and more women than men reported feeling burned out by their traditional employment. So all of this lends itself to that freelance lifestyle and wanting more flexibility and autonomy when it comes to your work.
Do freelancers make more money if they live in like certain cities?
They do. The report, as you would expect, found that New York City was number 1 when it comes to freelance population and revenue, followed by Los Angeles, which is number 1 and number 2 of the most populous cities in the US. But what's interesting is number 3 wasn't Chicago, if it was to follow that trend. Instead, it's Miami. So this trend that we saw during the pandemic of more and more people working remotely, trying their hand at a side hustle, perhaps moving locations to a place that was warmer with better tax incentives, that's continuing. And that's why this freelance population in Miami is exploding.
So what cities have seen the highest growth in freelance population and revenue?
So Albuquerque did not make the top 30, but I have really high hopes for Albuquerque and Santa Fe and that whole area. I used to live there, and I know how great the work-life balance is. I mean, you get the sunshine, and then you can go skiing in the same day sometimes in the winter. And of course, it's very affordable, and there's great food. And yes, I'm a huge proponent of New Mexico and everything about the land of enchantment. Unfortunately, it did not make the top 30, but other cities that are seeing explosive growth are similar to Albuquerque in that they're all, they've got a lot of sunshine. That would be Nashville, Austin, and Orlando. Those are the top 3 when it comes to percentage growth.
Where can we learn more information?
You got it, Dan. Go to Fiverr.com. That's Fiverr with 2 R's. That's where you can sign up to become a freelancer or find a freelancer if you need one. To learn more about this specific report, go to fiverr.com/freelance-impact.
Well, thank you for joining me and hanging out with me this morning.
You got it.
All right, so what is the most commonly performed surgical procedure on Earth? Well, here's a little hint. According to a new global survey, about half of post-surgery patients report that they feel younger. What is it? Well, almost 30 million cataract surgeries are performed every year. And even though you probably know someone who's had a cataract surgery, there's a lot we don't really know. So joining us with more information is Dr. Neda Shamie, a cataract, LASIK, and corneal surgeon, and cataract patient Kelly Kaminski. Welcome to the show, you two.
Thank you so much for having us.
All right, Dr. Shamie, tell us about that global survey and why is it significant for our aging population?
Well, Alcon, a global leader in eye care, did this survey to bring awareness to what's near and dear to my heart as a cataract surgeon, and that is cataract surgery as well as cataracts itself. The survey was done of those over the age of 50, and it was a global survey, as mentioned, over 5 continents. And what was interesting is really looking at the knowledge around cataract surgery, and unfortunately, a lot of patients, most patients, about 50%, didn't really understand what cataract surgery entailed and did not know that there is a lens implant and that there are lens choices that one can make with cataract surgery. And yet in the same survey, surveying those who had cataract surgery already, they surveyed those, and those patients, great majority felt that it improved their quality of life. And actually about half of them felt that their vision after surgery was equivalent to someone who's much younger.
All right, Kelly, can you describe what it's like to have cataracts? What happened to your vision?
Well, I was wearing glasses since I was 15 years old. But over the last 10 years, I recognized that my vision was beginning to deteriorate. Now, it's not something that really, you come to that awareness over time. It's really very slow. And things happen like, you're out for a walk and you stumble against the curb and you wonder, what's happening to me? So, it's frustrating. And a natural reaction, I think, is just to say, well, maybe it's just because I'm growing older. But last year, my cataract surgeon, or my doctor actually said that I have cataracts. And given that my 65th birthday was approaching and my driver's license renewal was looming, he said that without surgery, I was likely going to fail the vision test. And that was a problem.
Yeah, and if I can add to Kelly's symptoms, probably the more common symptoms are patients come in saying that they're having difficulty with driving at night because nighttime glare and halos is very common with cataracts, or oncoming traffic feels, makes a driver feel unsteady. Potentially, the street signs are not as easy to see. And the DMV is often kind of that telltale time to come in for surgery. But my advice is, when you start having those symptoms, come in sooner, go and see your eye doctor sooner, and talk about cataract surgery risks and benefits around it, and really start initiating that process, because cataract surgery can really be life-changing and improve your quality of life.
Dr. Shamie, can you talk a little bit about that procedure?
Yes, of course. The procedure is a very simple procedure. It takes about 15 minutes. It's an outpatient procedure where patients come in the morning, they have their surgery, and they can go home that same morning. And by the next day, they can have significant improvement in their vision, such that many of my patients go back to work and they can actually drive in for their post-op visit. The surgery is removing the cloudy natural lens of the eye and replacing it with a lens implant. And the technology of that lens implant is what's really exciting and can be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to gain independence from glasses and really be free of the need for glasses, not just for distance, where you can see 20/20 at distance, but after cataract surgery with advanced lens technology lenses such as Panoptix or Vivity, you could potentially see 20/20 at distance, as well as see the computer without glasses and be able to read without glasses. And that is where the life-changing experience is.
Kelly, what was your experience with the surgery? Do you feel like your life has changed at all following the surgery?
The very next day, I was standing on the sidewalk looking down the street, and I could actually see about a half a mile away. And then I got a text message on my phone, and I started to read the text message. Now, it occurred to me that I hadn't been able to do that without glasses in over 50 years. So the quality of my life has really improved. And it's a little silly, but I really do feel like a little younger.
All right, so where can we go for more information?
Well, most definitely ask your eye doctor if you have cataracts and risk and benefits around cataract surgery. But a wonderful resource is mycataracts.com, a website that can guide you down the right path.
All right. Thanks for joining me this morning.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Coming up a little later, find out how with Chip Wade you could make your outdoor living space a little more exciting. And I have Common. Yes, Common. There are times when you need someone. I love that song. We talked to him right here on New Mexico Rising. Creating a beautiful space you love living in is a little more important than ever. From creating an outdoor oasis to having more fun in the sun. It's perfect for us because today we have HGTV celebrity designer Chip Wade here to give us some tips. Welcome to the show, Chip. How are you, my friend?
I am awesome. Thank you so much for having me.
No problem, man. No problem. All right. Let's get right into it. Where do we start in our summer home improvement goals, my friend?
Well, let's start poolside. I found an awesome new innovative product that's going to save tons of time. If you're a pool owner or thinking about getting a pool, check out the Aper Seagull Pro. This is a cordless, that's right, no cords, robotic pool cleaner. Really amazing. This thing has a navigation technology that systematically cleans your entire pool. It's got a quad motor system that is so powerful it can even climb up and clean the walls as well. Now, it's got an easily removable nylon basket that just allows you to dump all that dirt and debris that it collects. When it's done, it parks itself conveniently by the edge, so you can just snag it, recharge it just like your cell phone, and you're back in business. Amazing stuff here for the pool experience. All right, next up outside, I've got Thompson's Water Seal products. This is just going to help protect all those exterior surfaces. This is a great DIY project too. Very gratifying. Protect all of these exterior surfaces from your wood, your concrete, brick, even pavers. Now, this has a different, 3 different lines of products from wood sealers, multi-surface waterproofing, even masonry protection, and both semi-transparent, so you can, see some of that wood grain through it, or full coverage if you're just trying to make a more solid color. They've got it all. Again, great for your decks, your patios, even on fences. It's a great product.
So are there any ideas for enjoying that outdoor living space this summer?
I like to enjoy myself by having a little bit of fun, and my kids certainly would agree. We both love Gel Blaster. This is the nation's fastest growing toy company, and you can see why, because some of their stuff is super awesome. Like, they just introduced the Portal. This is a smart target system that brings together that physical activity that parents love for their kids and the app-driven gameplay that kids like. It allows them to track their performance, online leaderboards, and promotes that multiple kind of competitive play, which is absolutely awesome. Maybe best of all, the Gel Blasters shoot these gellets that are completely eco-friendly, and they evaporate after you shoot them. So indoors or exterior, there's going to be no mess, which is amazing and cost-effective. About 10,000 gellets is about $5, which is awesome. You can find those at Walmart, at Target, Lowe's, and even Bass Pro. Now, next up, in the hot summer, you might not think of a blanket to keep yourself cool, but check out Bedsure. This is a double-sided cooling blanket. Now, it has a unique technology called Arc Chill fibers inside that instantly reduce your skin temperature by just absorbing all of that body heat. Great if you're a hot sleeper or if you just want to stay cool outdoors. They also make awesome stuff for our pets. The elevated cooling dog bed is going to help our dogs stay comfortable and cool all summer long. It's 8 inches up off the ground, which keeps them cleaner, but also allows that airflow to go through. Very breathable, an awesome addition if you have pets, available at Amazon. All right, last up, I've got 2 power tools I'm really excited about. The industry's most powerful handheld leaf blower from Husqvarna. This is part of their Max battery series. Really easy to use and very powerful. Again, this one's more powerful than any handheld gas blower. So this is the real deal if you're looking for performance. Also, the Husqvarna Weed Eater string trimmer has a new dual direction cutting technology that just makes everything faster and more comfortable. These are also available at Lowe's. All 5 products available now are on sale through July 12th. So make sure to check it out.
And that's awesome. Where else can we go for more information on any of this stuff?
I've got all of this written up on my blog in detail at wadeworkscreative.com.
There he is, Chip Wade, the guy that's getting our yards set and ready to go for the summer. Thank you very much for joining me this morning, man.
Thanks for having me.
There are times when you'll need someone, and I will be by your side. There is a light that shines special for you and me. And luckily, we have somebody extremely special that we're hanging out with. It's Mr. Common. How are you, man?
Peace, Dan. That was a great intro. Nobody has ever done this. Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
All right, I was just telling my audience that they're extremely special. No, I'm a huge fan of that song. I'm also a huge fan of you. I just wanted to say hi and kind of show you a little love at the beginning of this.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Peace to everybody out there in Albuquerque.
Well, thanks, man. Let's start things up. The new series Silo, we're halfway through. Can you tell us about your portrayal in this, like this dystopian future, my friend?
Yeah, well, Silo is this world that exists hundreds of years from now, and it's only 10,000 people alive, and they're living underground, and they don't know how they got there. No records of history, and you don't know why they're there, why they are in this silo underground. And the only thing you do know is that you can't go outside of the silo because you will die. At least that's what you're being told. So this this show begins with a murder and a mystery that takes us through the season, but it's also really examining things about what's happening, who are the powers that be, because not only are you not allowed to go outside, but you're not allowed couples are not allowed to have a child unless they're cleared by the judicial department, which is like government. You're not allowed to possess certain items unless it's sanctioned by the judicial department. It really is a show that makes you think about what we're told and what is the truth and who holds that power, and thinking for yourself. That's what it made me do.
Were there any specific aspects of the story or your character that kind of resonated with you?
Well, I love being in a place where I'm working for judicial. I'm the head of security for judicial, my character Sims, and he has to enforce a lot of different things. And some are good, some are bad. And I mean, it's times where Sims has to do things that, you know, you wouldn't want to see somebody do, like, you know, but he does it. And the conflict between that and just taking care of his family and really believing in what he's doing, I thought was just very interesting for me as an actor as I was reading it. And I was like, I love this character. So, I mean, I've had some really powerful moments and scenes in the show this season, in the first season. So people got to watch and you'll see where Sims goes. But more than anything, all these great actors, and see where the show goes. Like, we got Rebecca Ferguson, who's the lead playing Juliet, and Tim Robbins, he plays our mayor and the head of IT. It's some really great characters.
All right, well, thank you, Common, for hanging out with me this morning. Oh yeah, one last question. Can I borrow $1?
Okay, look at you. You taking it back. You took it from the light to can I borrow $1? I like that, Dan. And by the way, I've always loved getting to perform in Albuquerque, so that's why I wanted to say shout out to my people in Albuquerque. It's always been a great experience to come out there and rock shows out there. So got a lot of love for my people out there, all right?
All right, I'll get you out here once again.
Sir.
All right, there it is. Common. It's great to have him here from Silo. Check it out. It's now available on Apple TV+. And that is it for New Mexico Rising. I want to thank everyone for being part of the show. If you want to hang out with me, hey, I go to Tuesdays over at the Hops and Dough, sing some karaoke. Come hang out with me. Or even on Friday, I do karaoke over at ABQ Golfing Games. So if you're a big fan of the show and just want to hang out, sing some songs with me and some of my friends, just hang out with me. It is at Hops and Dough on Tuesday, and then on Friday, once again, over at ABQ Golfing Games. We're going to sing some music, all right? If you want to win a family 4-pack of passes to ABQ Golfing Games, all you got to do is email me right now. That is newmexicorising@gmail.com, and say, I want a family 4-pack of passes for unlimited arcade gameplay at ABQ Golfing Games. So there it is. I will take two people that send it right now at newmexicorising@gmail.com and say, I want a family 4-pack. I will send those to you. And that is it for your show, New Mexico Rising. We will see you all right here next week on New Mexico Rising. Yeah.